hate to be the one to tell you this, but if you thought the last 4 or 5 years were insane, buckle up, because 2025 is going to be insane. I've gotten some massive downloads. Do I have proof? Can you fact check them? No. Anytime I typically share any downloads or anything like that, I get a lot of hate, so let me save you and spare you the need to reply. If you don't believe in spiritual woo-woo shit, keep scrolling. If you don't believe that we're in the middle of the most massive awakening of our collective consciousness in the last few thousand years, keep scrolling. If you believe that, I don't know, if this isn't your jam, just keep scrolling, please. Anyways, here's the download. If you have not looked at your shadow side, if you have not looked at why you are the way you are, and taken personal accountability and responsibility for how you show up in this world, 2025 is going to kick your ass. It's going to force you to face your shadow. It is going to force you to look at your shit. We've had the last 4 or 5 years to do that ourselves, and a lot of us have been doing massive amounts of work. And if you're one of those people that have been doing massive amounts of work on yourself, going through healing, forgiveness, looking at your shadow, befriending your shadow, your job in 2025 is to hold the light. And that can show up in various forms. It can just be a source of joy online. It can be out there in the streets literally protesting. It doesn't have to be or look one way. 2025, shit is gonna keep hitting the fan. And I mean on a massive scale, in a big way, to the point where a lot of people that aren't into this kind of stuff or truly believe that our governments have our best interests at heart and are always looking out for us, they're gonna have a rude fucking awakening when shit hits the fan and all the information comes out, because it's coming out. The truth always comes out. Always. No matter how long it's been hidden, it will come out. And when it does, the people who truly believe that the world we live in isn't run by psychopaths who want to control us, they're going to have a really hard time. And it's going to be people who've already had their awakening. It's going to be our job to really hold space for them, not judge them, to really honor where they're at, and to show them that there is a way through this, there is a way through the darkness. There is a way to look at all of this shit and still hold the frequency of love and authenticity within your being. How do I know? It's because I've been doing this work since 2008, 2009, and it's not easy. And I feel like for those of you that can relate to this as a light worker, as a grid worker, as a healer, as an intuitive, as an empath, whatever label. I personally hate labels. I don't even like to be boxed or categorized, whatever. But if you've been doing massive amounts of work on yourself, you are going to be called to assist in some way, shape, or form in the awakening of the mass collective consciousness that is happening. So, how can you prepare for this? Go through all of the relationships, interpersonal relationships, especially the relationship you have with yourself, and make peace. Let go of things, choose forgiveness, choose peace, choose love. That is the only way we are going to make it through this, is through love. And I know that sounds like, oh, rose-colored glasses and all that BS, but truly, everything has to crumble to get to this point, and it takes a lot of other steps to get to this point that I'm talking about. And what I'm going to mention, I'm not even there 24/7, so I don't claim to be some like enlightened being by any means. I'm not. I'm a human, or having a human experience at least, and this shit is not easy. But what we're getting to is living in a world, in a society that is ruled by love, And it's as simple as that. Love can mean equality, and it can mean that we honor and respect the differences that we all have and can get along and not be so divisive. That's basically where we're headed. And it sounds so simplistic, but the way you can practice getting there is choosing love when you want to choose hate. So if you're on one side of something, let's say politically, you're on one side of something, and you find yourself judging, talking shit, projecting hate in any way towards another side who doesn't believe the same thing that you believe, look at that. What's going to happen in 2025 is all the hypocrisy is going to be called out, and it's going to be brought to the forefront. And I feel like a lot of us have been operating in hypocrisy. So some people in the spiritual community, oh, light and love and blah, 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 blah. But the second someone disagrees with them, shit talking. Again, some sides of different political parties, equality, equality, equality. But then if someone has an opinion that doesn't jive with theirs, they're so quick to throw hate. This time we're being asked to truly look at every single human being and show up in love. Period. That means the person that has a different political view than you. That means the person who does life differently than you, the person that doesn't believe the same stuff as you. Do you have to agree with them? Do you have to condone certain things about them? No. You can show up in love, though, and see them as a beautiful soul having a human experience, and their human experience is playing out differently than your human experience. Staying grounded in love, staying grounded in light, staying grounded in watching and checking your own hypocrisy is going to be huge for 2025. I promise you, the more you're willing to look at your own darkness, the better you will handle 2025.